You gotta go bing.
Bing.
Henry, address the bullet.
Hello, bullet. Hello, ball.
Dead ski.
Better? Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers, Blowers, and Guns. I'm back. As you saw from yesterday's episode on the Feyachi V30 MOTAC Shake Awake 1x20mm red dot optic with absolute co-witness riser included. Comes with 2 batteries, dust covers, and a sunshade lens, which I'm not going to use. This is mounted and somewhat sighted in. I removed my upper, looked through the bore onto a place on the fence, and then looked up into the red dot and adjusted the windage and elevation to match where my bore was. So when I go to the range to really sight it in, it's going to be on paper and very close with very minor adjustments. If you guys have never tried boring your sighting in your optic by bore sighting it manually with your naked eye, it's a good way to do it. If you have a bore sighter, that would be good too. Anyway, welcome back. As you saw from yesterday's episode on this review, it has a very sharp red dot, and of course you just pick it up and it's on. No fumbling around at night trying to find where the on button is and take up time. Also, dust covers, forget about it. I'm not going to use dust covers because, you know, if you're in a pinch, you want to grab this and shoot, you're gonna have time to turn on the on button or the off button and then the intensity and then flick the dust covers up. You'll be dead by then. So yeah, none of that business. Pick it up, look, boom, that's it. Target acquired. Anyway, so yesterday we were talking about red dots for this rifle. Well, what if you want to shoot, this is fine for 50 yards, maybe 100 yards. But what if you want to go long range and you want to go 100 yards, 200 yards? I've never shot over 200 yards, so that's out of my realm of skill. So we'll just stick with 100 yards. 100 yards, this will probably work, but if you really want to get crazy and go bullseye, 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 whole inside bullseye, you might need a magnifier or an LPVO. Well, what are we looking at today? We got another product from my friends over at Feyachi. Let's open it up real quick and see what it is. So as you saw from time lapse, we have a 1.5 times to 5 times magnifier. It's fantastic. Here's 1.5, 3, 4, 5. And it matches perfectly to your red dot, also from Feyachi. Over here you have the dioptic adjustment so that you can get it even clearer to your eye vision. I will say though that with the magnifier, the eye relief for me is less than 1.5 inches. I have to be, my eyeball's right there for me to see the full circle. But it does get you to 5 times, and if you wanted to hit paper like right on the bullseye, you're going to be able to see it a lot better than if you didn't have a magnifier and you just had the red dot. So it attached on here pretty well, pretty easily. 4 torque screws right onto the flip to the side mount. The button is right here, and you could flip it to the side if you just want to use your red dot. And then if you want to get closer up and see what you're doing, really easy, goes right back down here, and you basically have an LPVO. But because I have astigmatism, right, once you have it flipped like that, no problem for 1 times red dot, right? I mean, really easy to acquire your target. But then when it comes to close up again, I can't see a thing except for a little round dot. I gotta go like, I gotta be like that for me to see close range. So That's bad for me. A prism scope would be better for somebody with astigmatism as I do. But I think an LPVO would be better matched, especially like a 1:6 or a 1:8, where you can just do that. But honestly, I feel a lot more comfortable with just a red dot, a good one with the shake awake feature like this V30 has. But this magnifier actually is rated very well. If you guys read the reviews from Feyachi's 1.5 to 5 times magnifier, it's like 80 something bucks or something like that, you know. So it's, you know, it's not cheap, you know. So it's a pretty decent quality magnifier. They also gave me it comes in a set, a reflex sight, also from Feyachi. It's kind of cool. I probably wouldn't use something like this because I would need a co-witness. I like a riser with a co-witness, and that would, I mean, that actually looks okay. And you could always also pair this up with that as well, just like that. I already have the sighted in, so I'm not taking that off. Well, sort of sighted in. But it gives you an idea about what you could use the magnifier for. It's sold as a set with this reflex sight. You can buy this separately and that separately, or you can buy the set with the magnifier and this. So what's really cool is Feyachi gives you batteries. Look at the size of battery that is. I've never had one like that before. Have you? Anyway, they give you 2 lens cleaning cloths. You have 2 optics, right? The magnifier as well as the reflex sight. And some pamphlets and instructions, user manual. You got Torx to tighten these 2 top bolts, the 4 bolts over here to get the magnifier onto the flip to the side mount. Also a small hex screwdriver and 2 smaller Allen keys. I'm going to try to turn this on and see if I can see anything. Oh. You just press it once and it turns on. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nope, 5. 5 is the most highest intensity. Okay, I mounted the reflex sight. As you can see, it is a circle. You can see it faintly. I can only put it vertically right now for you guys to see, otherwise you can't see it. And it's tough for me to get it. But you guys can see it, right? There we go. Right there. Right there. And it has the intensity button over here. That's the lightest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So here's the Feyachi reflex sight. Battery goes right in there, that little small one that they give you 2 of. Just press this button for on, intensity, low and high. And it fits on a Weaver or Picatinny 20mm rail. And on the back switch, you can choose that design. Or a dot, which I can't see, can you? That design, plus sign, plus with a dot in it. Actually, I could see that better. So you can switch between patterns of your dot. I actually like this one better. You can see it more clear. And this is how you select it right here. See? So we've got a great combo here in this reflex sight that can be paired to a flip to the side 5 times magnifier or 1.5 times. And this thing works great with the push button. Flips just like that. Push the button. You want to just use your red dot or your reflex sight. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video featuring the RS-30 reflex sight And also this is the M37 1.5 to 5 times magnifier flip to the side. You could also use the windage and elevation also on here to center your dot to your red dot. And this is also the V30 if you're interested. All three of these links will be in the description, and hopefully you guys will go and check out Feyachi. Pretty good quality optics for a budget price. There's a lot of you guys out there. Go check them out. Pretty good. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers, Blowers, and Guns.